So, welcome to our first Dark Crystal Age of Resistance stream. So, this is basically our way of going the next level of reviewing the thing that Rocky's been wanting us to review more than anything else on the channel.
Hi, I am Rocky. I do anything he tells me to do.
Oh, that does not sound like a nice way of putting it.
Oh, on the creative side of things.
Yes. So, when did the show come out? I should have done my research on this.
2019, I think.
Was it 2019, really? Well, I thought it was a bit further back than that.
August 30th, 2019, to be exact.
Okay.
We had a pandemic in between, so it feels like more time.
That's true, yes.
Before time.
This whole show is absolutely fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks so amazing. It's just got this really unique look to it where even though you can tell it's not real, it's so creatively done that you don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I remember hearing somewhere like CGI ages, but an amazing puppet will always be an amazing puppet.
A lot of people say this about the original Jurassic Park, which I somehow haven't seen. I've only seen the third one for some reason.
All ones to see, that's the one you see.
Yes, my mum bought it by mistake.
Maybe it doesn't step on the movie's toes at all.
No. Yeah. At least just from my point of view, I've only seen one episode so far. I'm literally watching these for the first time just before the stream starts, which, as the guy who's hosting the streams, is a bit weird, but I thought it would make it a bit more organic and interesting.
Whereas I've probably seen this like 10 times.
I don't doubt it. As somebody who's done a little bit of puppetry, even for my show, in fact, I've actually got Huck's hand puppet right here, so I can show exactly what I'm talking about. So, So, puppetry is one of those things that it's almost kind of like you're entering another state of mind and doing motions that you wouldn't normally do. So, like, one thing I like to do with puppets is this expression. So, like, the making it look sad and upset. When I'm doing that to demonstrate with my other hand, what I'm doing is this.
Yeah.
And that's not a hand motion you would ever do casually. But when I'm doing it as a puppet, it doesn't feel unnatural at all. It feels like it's something I should be doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the making of documentary for this is fascinating because they literally kind of go over this, how emoting with the puppet and making the movement look natural is like a whole thing.
But Simon Pegg, being the king of the nerds that he is, has managed to get the voice perfectly.
So I don't know if you've seen the making of documentary of this, but they do a lot of interviews with some of the cast members, including
I remember
mostly Simon Pegg. And he was saying how he saw the original movie when it came out back in 1982 or so. And I am willing to put money down that he would do Chamberlain impressions as a kid.
Yeah.
What little boy wouldn't be going around going,
Yeah.
I'll laugh.
The Chamberlain's, that's probably the most famous thing of the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine seeing that before you go to bed.
I'd like to refer to my old meme of Mimikyu versus Pikachu.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, Rocky sent me this meme. Was it you who did that, or was it somebody else?
Yeah, it was me who made it.
Okay, so basically, if anybody's watched the first Dark Crystal, you'll know that the Gelfling puppets, while technically quite impressive, they do look very, very dated and awkward now.
They're not super expressive.
No, not super expressive. They move very awkwardly. The puppetry for the Gelflings in the TV show is 1,000,000 times better. They're way more expressive. They move a lot more naturally, and they just look a lot more humanish. How I will look in about 50 years' time.
Yeah. They need wheels.
I mean, he already looks a lot like my granddad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I don't blame them for reusing assets. It's a classic thing to do.
Mm.
But that did just remind me of something that you told me about, Rocky, when we were reviewing the very first Dark Crystal movie, which is how the Gelfling, or at the very least, what was the name of the male Gelfling again? Jen. How his puppet, the full body one, was 100% anatomically correct.
Oh, yes.
And it does make me wonder if they did the same for these puppets.
Oh, man. I don't know if they did. They've wisely not shown any behind the scenes.
Yeah, but just to kind of cut through what we're saying here, yes, the Gelflings in the first movies had penises underneath the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah. No. There's actually pictures of it. Jen had a penis.
Mm-hmm.
That's my childhood ruined.
I know.
If you want it to be even more ruined, he must be a grower, not a shower.
Oh, yes. But yeah, it was weirdly something that Jim Henson insisted on, which I'm not sure if that's kind of cool or just really creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she explains in this part that the mark on her cheek is from ink because she was just writing, but it looks more like she got in a massive argument with the librarian and he hit her in the face.
Oh.
That's for asking questions.
Those books.
To be fair, the librarians were.
No, I do not sound like Dobby.
Quit offering me socks, you little brat.
I've already got enough things to wank into.
Ew. Oh, I love his Cheeto hands, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they like that?
I guess they're supposed to be like fuzzy gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, there they are. They do look like, especially look like those extra spicy Cheetos.
Yeah. But instead of the fingers, he just like used his whole hand to grab fistfuls.
Joe just said, "There's a plot, George. A plot to make awesome dark crystals happen."
Wake me up inside.
Live deep reaction.
Thought I heard something creeping about. Naughty, naughty.
That definitely sounds like something the Joker would say.
Yeah, that's just straight up the Joker.
Even though you never call and never write, I still got a soft spot for you.
Yes, Hup.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there he is, Hup.
Mm-hmm.
Who I said when we were watching this just now, the way he talks and the way he moves, he reminded me a lot of Pepe the Prawn.
Yeah. I never thought of that, kinda.
So see if I can just play this bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, so it's effectively what she's doing is wearing sunglasses. So she's seeing through the mesh of the fabric, because obviously since she spent all her life underground, bright sunlight would be quite hurtful on her eyes, which I thought was a really clever idea.
Yeah. Yeah, though it makes you wonder, did anyone explain to her about sunscreen?
Well, that's an interesting question, considering her skin is green. What would being sunburnt make her skin turn into?
Mm.
So yeah, it's like if she goes green, like what would it go like when grass gets sun bleached? Would it go yellow?
Oh, maybe.
But yeah, Deet basically uses him like a human or podling swing ball as a way to make it ward off. Like that.
Yep.
So it's just like, attack him for me with your face.
Yeah. Podling use slam attack. It's super effective.
No, there would be headbutt.
Headbutt, yes.
Spitter flinched and then ran away. Which, when you put on the stream chat before the stream started, it's Hup. For a second, I thought you spelled Huck wrong.
Oh, no.
So sort of like, is that Huck's cousin? And then I realized, oh, it's the podling in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Huck would not be very happy if you got his name wrong, would you? No.
Yeah. No, and I've noticed like a lot of throughout the mid to late 2000s, everyone and their dogs seem to be making their own sort of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I guess I guess this is
including you, actually.
Yeah.
Because you made your own version of Aragon.
Yep, that too. But kind of Game of Thrones for kids is this one, I guess.
Is, from her point of view, the equivalent of, well, actually, what she says was death and rebirth, same thing, which is what Augur said in the first movie, effectively.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's also very similar to the death card in the tarot, because despite, looking literally like the Grim Reaper, death means change in the tarot.
Exactly, yeah.
Just make sure you don't get the happy squirrel.
Don't get the happy squirrel.
Or in this case, it would be the grumpy Fizzgig.
Yeah. And the funniest thing happens. They start hissing at each other.
Yeah.
Anna.
I saw that, yes.
Yeah.
No, they literally start hissing at each other.
Yeah, like a bunch of mean cats.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, with the way in which the Skeksis kind of made out to be like fat, corrupt politicians, that is effectively like, the equivalent of a politician cat fight.
Yeah. The Skeksis are the fat cats of this world.
Exactly. Except they're birds, but yeah.
Yeah. This was actually a puppet, though.
I can tell, actually, yeah. The way it's moving, I could tell that it was a real puppet.
Yeah, a lot of people in green screen suits. If you see like behind the scenes footage of this,
or it's even actually the same way in which they did the alien puppets for the Argos adverts a couple of years back.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly the same way.
But yeah, it's like when we were talking, I always felt it was unfair with Gelflings how females have wings and the males don't seem to get any unique thing. But Rocky suggested that they're much better at swimming.
Yeah, well, I mean, like they've got like those little delicate wings. They'd get all waterlogged.
Yeah, so maybe they are. Maybe that is what their benefit is.
Yeah.
What did they sentence her to again?
The Order of Lesser Service.
That's it. Which, in my mind, I was just thinking like the Egyptian times, where it means that she has to be the bum wiper to the Skeksis.
Oh God.
Or she has to tend to that one that's got all the boils on its face.
Oh no.
And yeah, the punishment in question is not pleasant at all.
Uh-huh.
Despite the fact that the name of the thing that they used to punish him, Peeper Beetles, is weirdly really cute sounding.
Yeah. The cuter something sounds in this, the more horrifying it is.
Yeah, so that's
remember what you were saying when they were dragging him off?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, give me the comfy chair instead.
I want the comfy chair instead.
Fetch the comfy chair.
But yeah, so that's a peeper beetle, so called because presumably it eats your peepers, literally. So if we see here.
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah. And what was it you said right after that moment?
Emmy Award for Best Children's Programming.
Yes. Which, to be fair, I suppose that realistically there's not too much in this that's intense for kids, but still, it wasn't necessarily a show I associated as being specifically for children.
Mm-hmm.
And also, this scene reminded me a lot of the scene in Wrath of Khan, where Khan puts the worms into... what was it again? It was Chekhov and Captain Tyrrell. Yeah, Chekhov and Captain Tyrrell. They put their spacesuit helmets on them with these worms on their heads that burrowed into their ears to basically mind control them. It's effectively the same thing what's happening here, except it just eats his eye.
Yeah. Well, remember he had a fake eye in the movie?
That is true, yes.
Yep.
I screamed, you screamed, the scientist especially screamed.
Yep.
He very much did.
For the sake of all the good and loyal creatures.
It actually kind of looks like Harvey Fierstein as well.
Kinda, yeah.
Because he does have quite a broad, large nose and a really kind of tucked in chin.
Yeah. Oh, he was also in Mulan.
Yes, he was. He played Yao.
Yao, the little guy.
Yeah, King of the Rock.
Yep.
I mean, it's better than that Robot Chicken sketch about the potential sequel to Dark Crystal, where they rapped about the whole plot of the movie.
Once upon a time, in the distant land of dawn, there was a huge-ass supersized bottle of crystal.
The Dark Crystal.
Yeah. And then at the end, well, we did what we could, Jim. And they just drink poison and kill themselves.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see this bit where he's eating porridge, which they make it look like the most gross-looking porridge you could possibly imagine. So just play it a bit. It just looks so gross. But also, I'm thinking, when in the real world, when they were doing this shot, where did the porridge go inside that puppet?
I think it was just like Cookie Monster, you know, it just kind of goes nom nom nom.
And it falls out. But I just imagine that the puppeteer inside his hand inside that puppet is just covered with porridge after he's finished.
I don't think the puppets have digestive systems. They don't go anywhere.
Well, they have, like we said in the previous one, in the first movie, they have reproductive systems.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
First you get the money. Then you get the power. Then you get the women.
What we're saying is Olga needs to go easy on the cocaine.
Yeah, look at her nose.
Yeah. Oh, exactly, yeah. So it looks like... I'm trying to think of a celebrity that destroyed their septum through cocaine who isn't dead now. So maybe I'll skip that one.
Yeah.
Drink fast with me.
I just don't feel that way about you.
Aww. Look, I know you're sad. Your girlfriend just died. You're looking for a rebound, but I'm not comfortable with that.
I still can't help but see like the dream fasting as the equivalent of having sex for the girlfriends.
Yeah. It's not that deep.
Which, like I said, they effectively did do that for Avatar with their equivalent of dream fasting was sex, effectively.
Mm-hmm. But then they do that with the horses and stuff.
Yeah, which is really weird when you think about it.
Yeah.
You have a magic spoon?
Sponsors this video. Come taste our weird expensive cereal.
That turns the cereal purple, the milk purple colored for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Although to be fair, Lucky Charms do that as well.
Yeah.
Which is like, if there's any British people here, it's like, have you ever Hop's face?
Yeah. Not impressed with our shilling for someone who's not even sponsoring us.
But yeah, any British people here, have you ever had Lucky Charms? And if so, what do you think of them? Because I think they're an okay cereal, but I've had much better sweet cereals.
Mm-hmm.
The best sweet cereal I've ever had was Tim Hortons Timbits birthday cake cereal. That is delicious.
Wow.
It's really, really good.
Mm. I like Cocoa Krispies myself.
They're okay. I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate-based cereals. Like, my go-to for sweet cereals, because I can't find the Tim Hortons one in this country in every supermarket, my go-to for sweet cereals is Golden Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all just making up cereals? No, these are really all actual cereals that exist.
Yep.
Yeah, so the scientist uses this snake as a lock, which is a really cool idea, I have to say.
Keep inquisitive hands to themselves.
So yeah, the snake winds around the knobs and it contracts in to keep it closed, which is a really cool idea. It's a really interesting world-building part of the, franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Although you brought up, how did that creature evolve?
Yeah, exactly. Or is this something the scientist just made?
Yeah, I get the feeling it might have been something he cultivated.
Yeah.
Which is especially true by what the Chamberlain then does to the snake, which is this. So it's literally a reverse Car from the Jungle Book, except this time he actually does get to eat the thing he hypnotized.
Mm-hmm.
Not I. Must have been Gelfling. I might have believed you if not for the lock snake bits in your teeth.
So he literally saw the bits of the lock in his teeth.
Yeah.
Which I love that bit.
Mm-hmm. Can't get away with nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, damn it, I have to go to the hardware store now and get more lock snakes.
What do you think this thing does?
Don't touch anything.
I forgot what our joke here was.
Palace Guard, everybody.
Yep.
When we fail each other,
This is just an average Sunday for a Catholic.
It really is.
Yep.
And to be fair, this is not too unlike what the Spanish Inquisition did to people when they actually did suffer, sans the comfy chair, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Just heads up before we start, I've been very sick for the last few days. I am improving this evening, but if I seem like I've had my essence drained, then that's why. But yeah.
It's finally its own episode and not just a part 2 of the pilot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as for plot recap, so as we know from the previous episode, the princess was sentenced to work with, what was the organization name again?
The Order of Lesser Service.
That's right. Which in this world basically means that she dresses like a Morris dancer. So we just try and get a good shot. Yeah, there we go. She dresses like a Morris dancer.
Yeah,
and she even
gesture.
says... Well, to me, I'm thinking Morris dancer because they wear bells as well. But yeah, also like a jest. But she also says I have to wear a silly hat and get kicked in the face. And I thought, yeah, that's pretty much what a Morris dancer does.
Yeah, actually, made me just remember that I have my Order of Lesser Service pin here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was also show off what you've got on your hat because it's also very appropriate.
Oh yeah. Kermit
drinking tea.
Yep. No, from the "that's none of my business" meme. There's a funny bit in the making of documentary where they where one of the artists was talking about how they had to make a lot of prototypes for what a pantsless podling looks like.
This podling's ass doesn't look right.
Yeah.
So they come across them and they're treated with a lot of initially passive-aggressive hostility, which then turns into aggressive hostility, because I guess the people of this particular clan are like the equivalent of people that you meet in a country pub for the first time. So it's when you walk into a country pub, they're always, ha ha ha, you're not local.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's basically what happens. And
for the greater good.
Hello, what's going on?
There'll be no trouble here.
Yeah. The greater good.
Yeah.
Well,
they
you're
come here in
referencing...
their gangs of 1 or 2.
So Rocky's referencing Hot Fuzz, we're referencing League of Gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
What's going on? What's all this shouting? We'll have no trouble here.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, both of them both of them involve villagers killing off people who aren't local. So, although one's done for the sake of cult stuff, and one's done because 2 people who run the local shop are psychotic.
Torture devices are the peeper beetle. Prison is the rascal hole. They've got cute names for all sorts of terrible things in this series.
And of course, her mother is feeling sort of very upset about the fact that her daughter has become like this, especially because she seems to imply that she's her favorite daughter. In the presence
like,
of
all my daughters have gone, and she's like, I mean, I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know.
Yeah.
It's basically she outright says, "You're the least favorite of my children."
Yeah. Poor Celadon.
Yeah.
So Deet's trying to basically bail Huck out of jail.
Did you say Huck or Huck?
It was a slip of the tongue. Huck. Huck would get himself thrown in that rascal hole.
Oh, he would, yes.
Yeah. Huck.
So, Neathog, now we need to see Huck in a Dark Crystal Jail comic.
Oh, boy. Isn't Jar Jar Binks' dad literally named George?
I did not know that.
Yeah, apparently there's one of those guys. They're just named George.
So I'm the dad of George. I'm the dad of the most hated Star Wars character.
Which I always thought was weird. I mean, Jar Jar Binks is obnoxious, but he's like fine, I guess.
Well, to be fair, like it's implied in some of the comics that I'm Huck's biological dad, so it tracks.
Yeah, and and well, she wants to maybe like see if she can get some help from him to bust Huck out.
Hup.
Hup! Oh my god. To bust Hup out of jail.
There it is.
Here it is. It's Faffy.
It's a fizz gig with an eye patch.
It's so cute. I wonder what happened to him.
Yeah, what happened to him, actually? That's a good question. How did he lose that eye? I'll try and see if I can... There we go.
Poor laundry podling.
Thank God that shot wasn't a little bit lower.
Yeah. Well, we've already, if you've seen the behind-the-scenes pictures of the original movie, we already know what a Gelfling looks like down there.
I think we've mentioned this in every episode since, actually.
It's a disturbing image, okay?
It is a disturbing it when Enchanted Essays hasn't seen it yet. It's granted.
I have not.
But it's just one of those things like, okay.
Why did you make that?
Rocky was very keen to start watching this one very early.
I got our time wrong, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's sort of like, in my mind, it was almost sort of like you were a little kid going, can we watch it now? Can we watch it now?
Yeah.
It almost kind of sounds like he's trying to sing the opening to The Lion King.
Yeah, kind of.
That's like Ed.
Oh. He's not a podling, he's just from Suffolk.
Oh, God. Actually, I'm actually surprised Ed Sheeran wasn't in this show, because it does actually kind of feel like something he would have had a cameo in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
he was in Game of Thrones instead.
But yeah, if we have a look here. Yeah, so they still eat disgustingly.
Basically. But then the Chamberlain, he's not going to take this lion down. Absolutely
not, no.
Well, he takes it lying down a little bit.
Yeah, because he gets knocked on his ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, the scientist says that in order for them to all live forever, they need 50 Gelflings.
Every trine. So, yeah, so annually.
So every tribe.
Every trine. Not every tribe.
Yeah, sorry.
Trine is their word for years.
Okay, so every year they need 50 Gelflings.
Yeah.
So I just imagine that if they were to make that, a necessity, then every year they will have some kind of Gelfling orgy celebration to get the numbers back up.
Yeah.
They're actually the Munchers from Mario World.
Mm-hmm.
Those black balls near the sinking hole seems to remind me of killer rabbit droppings. So maybe that's
rabbit droppings that kill you, or the droppings from the killer rabbit of Kerbanog?
It could be both.
Yeah.
And
right there at the ground.
Yeah, and so Augur, also during the time in which he does this, he manages to run away.
And I want to know what it looks like when those things book it like that.
Yeah, they've got like...
Yeah.
They've got like 4 legs and 4 arms.
Well, no, they have 2 legs, 4 arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just... Yeah, it would have looked hilarious.
You just said this clearly, succinctly, without all the walking.
Me when I have to walk through government offices.
I just love that. It's sort of like, you could have just told me this. Why do you have to be so theatrical about it?
This meeting could have been an email.
But it is, I do like that. It sort of shows Olga's got a bit of attitude to her, which I like.
Yeah.
I told the general not to do it.
He started it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a child pinning the blame on his little brother.
Yeah.
I told him not to do that. Okay. Hello, Midnight Sparkle.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, I just love the way he says that. It's so brilliant.
Yeah.
I told him not to do it.
It's a good Mark Hamill moment.
It is, yeah. Hang on. It's the podling's face looking at collapsing in itself.
Jesus, that's creepy.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like he just got punched in the face by an invisible man. Arnold Schwarzenegger as a gelfling.
If there was an Arnold Schwarzenegger gelfling, none of this would have happened.
Will you dream fast with me?
Jesus. I love this.
That's the thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger, is that you have to sound like you're belching every other syllable.
Mm-hmm. But have you ever heard him talk in real life?
I am Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Have you heard him talk in real life? He has like a very normal sounding voice.
But when you're doing an impression, you over-exaggerate.
Oh, yeah. Like when he acts and stuff, he puts on his, like...
I mean, yeah, like in real life, he does have like if you watch some of his speeches when he was governor of California, he does have a very normal sounding voice. But in his older movies, he was just sort of like, I am Conan the Destroyer.
You will see your enemies driven before you.
Exactly, yeah.
Hear the lamentations of their women.
Can I have a wheel now?
Okay, we're laughing over one of the most horrifying death scenes in a children's show I've ever seen.
We're getting off topic here. Yeah, the hunter didn't die after all, and he also kidnaps Ryan at the same time.
Yep, so... Oh my god.
Are you just seeing people making Arnold Schwarzenegger jokes in the chat?
Yep.
Put the crystal down now.
That's basically what the Chamberlain says in the original movie.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
How did he survive that? Well, to be honest, we don't know. I mean, we can see that it took off most of his clothes and his mask, so maybe they got to that first, and then he maybe managed to wait.
He still has his mask on.
Oh, does he? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
no,
maybe... his mask was partially damaged by Ordon when he jumped in.
Okay, I thought it was completely gone when he jumped out. I must have not been able to see it. God damn it. Sorry, Nita. I'm Ryan, and this is Hup. He was a prison bitch.
What's that a reference to?
Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh.
I am Nappa, and this is Vegeta. He was a prison.
Shut up, Nappa!
Bitch.
This was me last Christmas when my sister told me that's enough karaoke. I just sang louder.
Which I just imagine, because I know when you and your sister go doing Christmas karaoke, you always sing Fairy Tale of New York. So I'm just imagining singing that song.
Yeah. In Podling, I wonder what the band line sounds like in Podling.
That word sounds like, yes.
Yeah.
But what I like is that when she gets it wrong, like this, and it doesn't work, if that was Skyrim, she'd be riddled with poison arrows about now.
Yeah. I'm glad that's why I got the thief trait to not have traps hurt you as early as I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, the poison arrows don't do that much damage once you've gotten to a decent level.
I was mostly just annoyed by the spike traps, like the pressure plates.
Those are annoying, yeah.
You only dare flap your beak because you sit at the Emperor's side.
Just get a room already, you two.
Yeah, just kiss.
Or to be fair, with those beaks, it would be a bit difficult.
Yeah. Or you've seen their CGI tongues. They just go like this, and their CGI tongues just
yeah. Kiss and have some Skexy time.
That's what they need.
Some Skexy time.
I'm bringing Skexy's back. That's the name of the server I'm on, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Such prey would make quite the trophy.
Well, I wasn't going to take the job at first, but if he's talking shit about my friends...
Being chatted up by a gelfling in a bar. A podling, rather.
Yeah, a podling gilf.
I mean, it's like, I just like, imagine if Rayanne was on the run for a lot longer and he'd gotten really desperate. It's like, why not?
I don't know, he's carrying the remains of his girlfriend on him. That'd be a little awkward.
That'd be weird, though, if the podling was into that. It's like, yeah, let's just make it kinky.
Yeah, sure, just put it in the cuck chair.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. That wasn't a script. That wasn't a scripted joke.
No, you literally came up with that right now. It's been so long since I've heard that term, cuck chair.
Yeah.
That's apparently what they call, some people call that extra chair that's in hotel rooms that's there for no reason.
It's supposed to go by the desk.
So there's 4 of them, so there's basically a 4-way going on in the middle of the bar.
And all the podlings are like,
Yeah, exactly, there. It's like, they're not having sex. They're dream fasting right in the middle of our bar. What do we do? Just let them get on with it. You don't want to be in the middle of that when it goes off.
Yeah.
Which, there was a lot that happened in this episode. So, we have to say this because we forgot to mention it last time. So, the hunter, the guy who puppeteers him, is the same guy who was the guy who played Tinky Winky in Teletubbies.
Oh my God.
I don't know why you're reacting like that. You're the one who told me.
Yeah, I know. But still
funny.
Yeah, nightmares for 2 generations.
Yeah, exactly. It's debatable which character he plays is scarier.
Yeah. This one isn't as fun. He doesn't have the like cross-dressing thing, unfortunately. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Right, time for new headcanon. Teletubbies is a prequel to the Dark Crystal prequel.
Oh boy.
So somehow all the creatures in this world evolved from the Teletubbies and the rabbits, I suppose.
This is the over the hills and far away after a nuclear holocaust.
Yeah. Although I could definitely see Aughra having evolved from Nunu, considering the stuff she does in the series, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Well, Gelfling Bud looks like tubby custard, doesn't it? So
it does actually.
It does, yeah. Oh no.
Now I just imagine like them having a big bowl that has a straw coming out the side of it.
Oh.
I always wanted one of those. Those look really cool.
Yeah, I always wanted to eat the tubby toast.
The tubby toast looked really nice. It looked more like pancakes than anything. But we're getting off topic.
Well, I love
here.
pancakes.
This is about the Teletubbies.
Yeah.
God, tubby custard is Gelfling.
Oh no.
So, but like Rocky said, we don't really know exactly what's going on just yet.
Yeah, but based on the color, it's like pretty obvious this has something to do with the darkening.
Yeah, it's purple is evil in this world.
Oh, which is a shame. I love purple.
It's a lovely color. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they do look like really big mangoes. So
they do.
Who randomly goes around eating the lighting, though?
Yeah.
This guy, apparently.
The look on that Gelfling's face, it just looks so funny. It's just like, oh. He looks like he's completely stoned out of his gourd.
Yeah.
This fallen.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, I need an adult.
Oh god, yeah.
Isn't it? What's his name? Keegan Michael Key playing that one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, and if they had made a season 2 and showed his mystic, that mystic better have been voiced by
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
This is basically the dream equivalent of "Get away from me, bitch."
Yeah. Yeah. She
got banned from the chat.
Yeah, we're putting you on mute.
Yeah. Welcome to Dream Ban World.
Yeah.
Fierce Naya, wise Kylan, and Gurgin.
Well, that's it. Just Gurgin.
It's just Gurgin.
Just Gurgin. Because I'm just Ken.
Sir Gurgin the Tall.
Yeah.
Sir Gurgin Sir Gurgin the Gelfling, who was puppeteered by a guy who used to do the voice of a cat that got beaten up on a kid's show a lot.
Yep. Oh no! Tabby Custard is Gelfling.
Naughty Nunu.
Oh no!
Yes, Nunu, clean up the blood. With pleasure.
God. Dee needs to stay away from people's parents. This is the second time in as many days she has seen someone's parent brutally die in front of her.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Don't.
So apparently these chrysalises are like Skittles. They have different flavors depending on the color.
Yep. Yeah. I guess he doesn't like lemon lime. He prefers the blue raspberry.
It's difficult being voice of reason in such crazed world.
Me on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter, by the way.
Well, you technically are. You're just not active.
Yeah. I was for 2 days in 2018, but then, yeah.
And then you left, which I don't blame you. I'm on every social media just to get more and more attention for my stuff, but I don't like it.
Yeah. I might try to use Blue Sky more.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why, even though I have nothing against Steve reviews, I do have a bit of an anger towards him, is that he's gotten all of his fame and has barely any social media presence, and that really pisses me off.
I think it's just because he does edgy movies.
So do I!
Yeah, but not like infamously edgy movies.
Well,
either way, it just annoys me because it basically everything fell into his lap and I've had to work so hard just to get where I am. It really irritates me.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women.
Olga indulging her cocaine habit again.
Yeah, it's quite a leap from Buddhist sand mandalas to cocaine.
Well, now we know why her nose looks like that.
Yeah. Oh, pretty sure dream fasting is a bareback action.
Stop that.
Yeah, stop that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it would be really crazy if it had 6 seasons, Alicia. You're correct. 6 seasons secretly in storage somewhere, I pray for.
Yeah.
As do we all.
6 seasons in a movie, as they would say in Community.
Yeah. Hello, Kyle. But yeah, so they put them in the back wheel of their carriage, and for a second I thought it was actually going to be that when it starts rolling off, the wheel would roll on the inside and they'd roll along with it. It'd just be like this ridiculous sort of like, we'll put you into the washing machine of death sort of situation. It'd be like some kind of
bad and naughty Gelfling get put in the wheel tumbler.
Yeah, it's like some old Roman punishment. So yeah, as you can see, it's just the outside, like a tank track that rolls around. The inside stays stationary. So yeah, thankfully they don't, because if it did roll, by the time they stopped, like it'd be like that bit in Speed Racer parody and Robot Chicken where they pop the boot and that kid and the monkey have just been completely obliterized into just a bunch of paste.
Ho ho ho! Those scamps are probably stowed away in the Mach 5 again. Ho 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 ho!
I love how we're talking so much about the physics of how this wheel works.
Yeah, what are we, Conan the Barbarian, obsessed with wheels?
Push wheel.
Oh, speaking, yeah. Just perfect timing there.
Yeah.
Bring back Arnold Gelfinator.
Push
Yeah.
wheel.
I need to draw more Arnold Gelfinator. You've seen that doodle I made.
I don't think I did actually.
I think I posted it to the server. It was like a really jacked Gelfling holding up a Skeksis by the neck.
Put that crystal down.
I think we did that in a previous episode anyway, but I'll do it again.
Yeah. I think it was put that essence down we used.
Yeah, it might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
There it goes.
The squeak.
Yeah, he just goes.
He doesn't need an anger translator.
Yeah,
no, exactly.
I wonder if Keegan like laughed in the studio after that.
He probably did, yeah.
Yeah, and then the director was like, "No, leave it in."
Yeah, face on that one, the second one from the right.
Yeah.
Sort of like...
The one in the way back is like.
You got that expression perfect.
Thank you.
It's so easy to like take the show seriously with the Gelflings when you're watching it, but yeah, when you see a freeze frame of them,
yeah, whether you see a freeze, but it's kind of like when you see a freeze frame of a very expressive person and you just happen to catch them at an awkward moment.
Yeah, like when you pause a movie with Jim Carrey in it. I like the bit where Rian starts singing and Hup kind of does a double take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying his.
It's just sort of like, oh, how come he gets to be voiced by the guy who played Elton John?
Mm-hmm. And the cool gorilla
I
in
want
Sing
to be
movies.
in
I forgot he was.
to fight Samuel L. Jackson.
That's right. Yeah, he was the gorilla in Sing. I forgot.
That's
about
actually how he got the role in Rocket Man.
That doesn't surprise me, actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, because he did a cover of "I'm Still Standing" and Elton John really liked it. He kind of does have a passing resemblance to a younger Elton John, so
he does a bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So looking at Brienne very fancifully, and Hup's disappointed.
Yeah, he's like, I can't compete with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I also like to think that that's kind of a way of saying, "Oh no, here come the fanfic."
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That just confirms everyone's theories about Jen.
Rocky could tell you a lot about those fanfics, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, please don't.
Anna.
Well, speaking of kink shaming, we know that this is probably a part of someone's fetish somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you look closely, he's got 3 distinct streams.
So does he have 3 of them, or one with 3 holes?
Yeah.
The world may never know.
This just raises so many questions.
And it's like,
don't cross the streams.
Yeah, exactly. Don't cross the streams. It's just got his fingers over his penis while peeing. I suppose, yeah, it's like he's put his finger over it and it's created 3 different streams. It's like, our server is so classy.
Yeah.
Henson Company, you can't just do that and expect people not to ask questions. Well, to be fair, we know that there's a bit of a thing with penises in the Dark Crystal puppetry, considering what happened with the Jen puppet in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
It's becoming a thing now. It's like, how can we make sure we bring that up in every single one of our streaming episodes?
Yeah. Dirty
Skeksis bastard.
I'm imagining it in Father Jack's voice.
Dirty Skeksis bastard. But yeah, so we'll move on from spending 5 minutes talking about a Skeksis peeing.
Yeah.
Okay, one more. Screaming.
No, we did not just look really hard.
I mean, maybe it was like that scene when the Chamberlain gets stripped in the first movie. It's like, I'm sure you can see his penis in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see he has titties.
Yeah. It's Alicia. Kink shaming would definitely be somebody's kink. Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
Sail at your command.
That was very Muppet what he did there.
Yeah.
She grabs her by the ankle. Hang on.
Then you will crawl.
It grabs her by the ankle and throws her into the throne.
Yeah.
Yep.
Celadon must be jacked.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell has
Yeah.
she been doing in the past?
Yeah.
Like, she found the Gelfling equivalent of steroids or something.
Yeah, she's just lifting
Yeah.
weights.
Either
we
that
need
or
to train-
she.
Oh, continue.
No, I was just going to say either that or she used the momentum of Paris Wings against her.
That's
herself
possible,
while she was
yes.
in the air.
Yeah.
They
That's
need a
probably the
training
most-
montage to X gonna give it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like Needhog said, I'm pretty sure it was probably the momentum, but I like to think that that
Yeah.
Celadon's just got
Yeah.
ridiculous upper body strength.
Yeah,
Yeah, it makes it more fun.
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Samori.
Steroids. Steroids from Arnie Governor. Rolling.
Rolling. He's rolling. Did they run over those people?
Wait, hang on. That does almost kind of look like they did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of like they're repeating what happened with the chicken in Labyrinth. I knew I shouldn't have had that curry for lunch.
Real mature.
What?
Yeah.
We've all been in that situation. We've gotten up the next morning and we've been on the toilet for like 5 hours because we ate something last night we shouldn't have. The more and more I see Rayan in the show, the more and more I think he looks like Claudia Winkleman.
And then I mentioned that that Brea literally looks like her voice actress.
She does, which is so surreal because, like we said with the Becky Henderson interview, they didn't pick the voice actors in advance. They just went and saw who they thought would fit after they already did the recording.
Yeah.
So the fact that she so much looks like Anna Taylor-Joy is really freaky when you think about it.
How could so much come out of one little podling?
It's like we've all had that moment where we've been sick and just thinking, how is so much coming out of me? I didn't need that much.
Yeah.
I don't remember eating half the stuff that came out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Witness me!
But it basically turns into that scene from Mad Max Fury Road where there's the literal sandstorm coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Which of these characters would be...
well, we already know which one's Furiosa.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's playing her in the upcoming movie.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like I just imagine Hup being Nick Holt's character Nux. It just goes, "Shh, what a lovely girl."
Yeah, except he has no teeth to spray.
Where the idea is that they were spraying it to get high in that movie.
Yes, but they were also making their teeth look.
They were making their
metal.
teeth look shiny, but they were spraying it onto their face to get high, to encourage them to, basically do stuff that would kill them.
Yeah, but I just think it's funny on Hup because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it would be throwing up the silver paint again.
Oh no!
They're also a demonstration of just how incredibly creative this show is. So, like with the spider lock in episode 2, no, not spider lock, the snake lock in episode 2, and the roly-poly bugs used as the wheels for the carriages. These basically exist in a hive mind, and they communicate like this.
Here's your call. We are
So that apologies to anyone who has arachnophobia, by the way.
Yeah, too late.
But that is such a cool idea. It's kind of similar to the big school of fish from Finding Nemo when you think about it.
Yeah. Or I'm reminded of like the helping hands from
the helping hands from Labyrinth,
Labyrinth.
but also I think that's probably where they got the inspiration for this from, is the helping hands from Labyrinth. Except these are all CGI instead of it being hand puppets like it was in that movie.
Yeah, well, and spiders.
Yeah.
Exposure to the darkening is not without consequences.
So you say what you said, Rocky.
Yeah, this is why you don't snort it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The asbestos hole.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. We then get the exposition of what's going on through what is probably the most meta joke I've ever seen in my life.
Answers brought to life by that most ancient and sacred of arts. Puppetry.
Yay!
Like, that is probably the most meta joke ever. And it's also incredibly meta because they weren't lying. There is, in fact, puppetry in the scene performed by the puppets.
Yeah, you keep playing a teeny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. No, go back and play from where you paused.
Okay.
Rian's reaction there, it's like, bitch, you are a puppet!
Kermit. Yes, the Urskeks wanted the shiny rock and committed crimes for it, exactly. Skek Jesus.
Yep.
He died. He died for our sin, or for their sin, so to speak.
So Anna just put, you get an orrery. We get the heart of the planet.
Yep.
Defeat the Skeksis.
By kicking down their castle.
Yeah.
He didn't even need the bloody sword, he just used his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Precisely.
Yeah, I can understand the hunter being able to get there because he can move very fast, but the mystic, he must have been plodding from like the second he left Orgra in order to get there.
Unless, and this is a kind of a cursed image, I can just imagine one like a centaur using one of his pair of arms like as like a gorilla, you know?
Just like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, his hind legs and one of his pairs of arms, he's just bucking
exactly Hutchsonian.
Yeah.
How did he get up there?
Yeah.
He used a jumping potion from Morrowind.
it.
Which, if it's anything like Morrowind, that means when he landed, he killed himself.
Oh dear.
What? You dare try to control Orgra? Orgra can barely control Orgra!
I love that name. I just love that line. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Me too.
You're a Skeksis.
I'm a what?
That is our word, not yours.
Oh jeez.
Wait, don't eat that!
They taste like burning.
Yeah, Gurgen and I tried them once. We woke up 2 days later in Acapulco without any pants.
Going loco down in Acapulco.
Yeah.
And I'm Needhog, and I love mahogany.
Mahogany.
I adore that Orgra loves all creatures of Thra, but she still has quite a bit of an attitude. She does.
Yeah.
Like the sassy she's like the sassy black woman, Mother Nature. So you can actually see there very subtly she is taking out her eye,
Mm-hmm.
Or blind.
and she puts it in her purse, I suppose.
Yeah.
So it's like, I
think that
agree.
they
They
actually-
see it.
I think Greta Workshop, where I think it was, like, actually sold replicas of those. I don't think that if they're still available.
They
did like a limited edition, but yeah, I think they were quite expensive. But I think they're less expensive than like the full Gelfling models that you could buy.
Yeah,
that would be cool actually, because not that I'd really need to have to drink liquid medicine often, like unless I've got really bad indigestion. But it would be cool to drink it out of that. Like, like put some Gaviscon or something into the vial and then just gulp it down.
Calpol.
Yeah.
Who drinks Calpol when they're older than 12?
What the heck is Calpol?
It's liquidized paracetamol with sugar added.
Yeah,
What?
I loved it as a
I
kid.
used to love that when I was a kid.
It's what you give to kids when they're feeling sick instead of regular paracetamol, because either they're too big to swallow or they might upset their digestive system. As soda engines, how can you like Calpol? I hated that stuff as a kid. To be fair, it's not like I can remember what it tastes like because it's been like 20 years since I've drunk it. But I remember it tasting it quite nice.
I remember. Well, I had whatever the American equivalent of paracetamol with sugar for children was. I remember that it was like gritty, but not in an unpleasant way.
I remember Calpol being very smooth and velvety, but then again, I could just be misremembering. But anyway, enough about stuff that some people probably buy in bulk to get high off of. And yeah, so Deet then takes him down, and well, obviously he doesn't have wings, so Deet has to carry him. And basically the only thing that Deet says is don't scream, it upsets the bats. And yeah, he didn't do that.
It's like a very intense version of when Kira jumped off the cliff with Jen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, in that situation, how could you not scream?
Yeah.
And when with that, because you actually see some of the bats flying up, I just imagined one getting stuck in his mouth.
Oh, if this was a cartoon, probably.
Yeah. Although he could have ended up being like a kind of Ozzy Osbourne situation, and he looks a bit like Ozzy Osbourne actually. He's got the same lanky black hair that Ozzy has. And he's got eyeshadow as well, so that fits too.
Yeah. I don't think that's eyeshadow. I think he's just like that.
I know, but it looks a bit like eyeshadow.
Yeah.
But no, I just love the idea of Rianne speaking in a Brummie accent like Ozzy Osbourne. It's like we have to restore balance to throw.
I don't even know why I sound like this. I don't know. Here's Birmingham.
But yeah, so anyway, we then come back to the Skeksis, who have now brought all of the Gelflings that they have under control through the Arathim to the Crystal Chamber, which we all know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But one of them they have is the guard who told on all the other guards, so snitches get stitches.
Exactly, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they exploded. Although the way they explode this time is a bit more cartoonish than the way the character in the first episode, because that was kind of like a mystical sort of essence explosion. This is almost kind of like a party popper.
Well, the machine's a little more refined now, so
yeah,
they can make more artful explosions.
Yeah.
But yeah, the faces they have when they're being drained is absolutely horrific.
Yeah, especially Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah, good God, that looks horrifying.
Oh my God, I just noticed you can see like tear streaks.
Yeah, you can.
Oh God, yeah.
Because the Arathim have a shared consciousness, so if they were to be interacting with a Gelfling but not taking over their mind, they could then connect what that one is saying to another one who also has an Arathim. And Rocky, how did you put it?
A worldwide web, if you will.
Yes, which again, they're spiders, so...
Yeah.
It's just a thought I had. I mean, obviously, we won't get to see that, but I thought it was an interesting idea if this series did continue. It was something they could have implemented. And it feels like kind of something they could have done, considering how creative this series is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Organic phones.
Yeah. Oh my God, I just thought of something awful.
Go on.
With the Arathim phones.
Go on.
Someone gets an Arathim, puts it on. Hey, what are you wearing? The Arathim's like, Do I have to?
Oh God.
Ring, 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 ring. A Ratham phone.
Okay, I think this bit's gone on long enough.
But one last thing is that I imagine with what you suggested, Rocky, is that would have been like in the days where you could only send messages via personal messengers. It'd be like doing obscene letters to them, and obviously the messages weren't supposed to read them, but it's sort of like this situation of, can I please not do this? I hate seeing the expression on that woman's face when I have to bring her these letters.
Oh, no, I just thought of one more thing, though.
All right, go on.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3. You realize this is an open line, right?
Hear ye, hear ye.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like when you're at a party and someone brings out shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Even before they take the shots, everybody starts to get all hyperactive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they even bring it out on a little trolley as well.
Yeah, it's so cute.
That sounds something like Roald Dahl would write.
Yeah. Or Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Try our new Wonka essence.
I will create a new ritual.
So that's what Wonka did with the kids.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
It isn't working. Why? Why?
That's me when I take an edible that's too light. In Illinois, I don't do it in Wisconsin.
But yeah, we've always done.
Science experiment.
Why
am I not flustered?
No.
You, George, are saying that was like when you were a little kid asking your dad for ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, it's because the accent in which he says it in, it all suddenly sounds very Southern English, and it's like it sounds like when I was asking my dad. It's like, Dad, can we have an ice cream? No.
But I can hear the ice cream van. Yeah, that means it's empty.
Classic parents lie that. Yeah, they say that in
Yeah.
England all the time. They're playing the music because they haven't got any ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Although, to be fair, I live in an area, to be fair, I don't really hear ice cream vans anymore. I don't think they're much of a thing anymore. But I used to hear them all the time, but I'd never see any. It's very strange.
Phantom ice cream trucks.
And now anytime I hear every time I hear the tune Claire de Lure or Green Sleeves, I can't help but feel a little shiver go down my spine.
Not to Skeksis! Not to the strongest!
Like she straight up goes so proper. Oh, whoa,
Literal swooning.
Someone has super glued my hand to my forehead.
Yeah, bring me the smelling salts. I need a fainting couch.
I just love how melodramatic they get in this moment. It's like a medical soap opera. So as you remember in the previous episode, the hunter stole her away and still has her. So effectively, I think they're planning on draining the essence from her in order to help the hunter. So it's effectively Meals on Wheels.
Yeah. Their HelloFresh box has arrived.
Exactly, yeah.
And then she gets put in prison. It kind of reminds me of Pinocchio when he meets the fox and the cat, whom, we'll not mention specifically what happens, but essentially he gets in shit as well, so to speak. So, yeah.
Okay. I've not seen that version, admittedly. It's I've seen some photos of it, and it makes it sound a bit interesting, but yeah. I can kind of see where you're coming from, because, normally after he does meet the fox and the cat and he goes to the circus, he normally ends up getting put in a cage.
Mm-hmm. Which is a weird place to store a puppet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's a living puppet. You don't really want to take any chances.
So put it in a box.
Like these puppets.
Although if it's anything like the Guillermo del Toro version, he'll end up doing a show in front of Mussolini and mocking him.
Yeah.
I like puppets.
I like puppets.
I like puppets.
And he's voiced by
Yes,
Tom.
puppets I do not like. Shoot
And he's
him.
voiced-
Shoot him and
It's also-
burn it all down.
Mussolini in that movie is voiced by Tom Kenny, aka SpongeBob, which is just hilarious.
Yeah. I love that movie.
I do too. It's a great
That
movie.
movie is fantastic.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah. I mean,
Anyway.
it goes without just one point. It goes without saying it's the best Pinocchio movie of that year.
Yeah. Though it does not have a moment as iconic as Father, when can I be on my own?
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
I've got the whole world to see. Daddy, I knew you wouldn't say no.
Oh god, imagine if Polly Shaw was in this show.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Skitty, 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 skitty.
Oh god. We're just getting really hysterical in this particular one. We've been away for about 2 weeks and we're just getting back and we've got a bit overexcited.
Have we taken essence?
Skexor. To be fair, I could actually see Polly Shaw doing a Skeksis because the way his voice sounds, it could actually work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, except unless you're my sister, like I said in the Becky Henderson interview, my sister saw this first with no context from the original movie.
Yeah,
And
my
she-
boyfriend did as well.
Yeah. So how does the rebellion end?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Dear God, that was a essence. That was the Gelfling semen sample. I'm sorry. By monetization.
We are
Like we were getting paid for this.
I don't
God, we are so cancelled.
We lost all 5p.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you remember from the previous episode, hang on. Yeah. I've already forgotten his name.
Rianne.
Rianne, thank you. Aldra, the bad bitch.
She is.
Yeah. No one
I
fucks.
mean, when
She's
we
the-
use one
she's the
definition of
sassy
bad,
bitch,
yes.
that's for sure. The collector doesn't have very nice words for it and ends up getting something in return. So it's almost like she's given a taste of her own medicine.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's some goo on my face. That's
Well, to be fair,
never happened before.
To be fair, this is corrosive goo, and she admits
Yeah.
that it makes her go blind as a result.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of face creams nowadays have like salicylic acid on it. It might do good for her face.
Hydrocolonic
maybe.
acid. Yeah.
Yep.
I love that she says it's in my eyes when it didn't get sprayed in her eyes. So it's the Nick Cage Wicker Man effect. They're in my eyes.
Not the bees! Ah! Out of my eyes!
Not the bees.
Not the bees, not the spiders.
Not the bees.
Skeksil to the rescue.
Also, the fact that they legitimately display the blood on the knife is pretty intense.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Surprisingly, with her inside still intact, considering she got stabbed with a knife the size of her.
Must be a really sharp knife.
Yeah, it's like that. Scene, it's like that scene in that one Final Fantasy VII game where Cloud stabs Sephiroth with a sword that's wider than he is, and it doesn't cut him in half.
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol, that's what was on the sword.
Yeah. That's what Gelflings bleed. That's where Pepto-Bismol comes from. Did you not know that?
So is that how they create it? They just drain the essence from Gelflings, and that's where we get Pepto-Bismol.
See, the Skeksis drain the essence, and then we get the carcasses and drain the blood.
Remember that, Bobbin.
We can not die!
He's just a teeny bit upset, you know?
Yeah, just a tiny bit. He's been reminded of his own mortality.
Mm-hmm. Oh, scientist servant.
Skektek, stop breaking my stuff.
You do know I need this to make more of the things you demand of me.
Yeah. I just like it if you're working in an environment with a really shitty boss. He comes in, it's like, hey, do you mind if I do coke off your table?
To be fair, Skektek pretty much is the one supplying the Skeksis coke, so...
He is, really, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is all told to Rian through Dreamfast with Deet's grandmother.
Half entrusted to me.
And I joked that he should have said, "You've definitely got more experience than other people I've done this with."
Save it for
I
the
just
rant.
noticed it.
Yeah, they literally hanging up with strings like a marionette puppet.
Mm-hmm.
Weekend
Which
at
is-
Skeksis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Skeksis.
A hunter was here.
Any gelfling that stand with you in battle will join you in the grave.
So, sort of like switches around. He's like Rocky said.
He hijacked the broadcast.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
It's like Max Headroom all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skek's
That would have been hilarious if the Emperor, the way he talked to him, is like, "You ungrateful peons."
Well, I'm going to take that as a no comment.
Yeah, Max Headroom, exactly.
Yeah. Skek's headroom.
Destroy the dual glaive and feast upon their essence.
This is basically how a discussion in Parliament goes.
Yeah.
And it's like, the only thing that's missing is that instead of them cheering, they all go, "Roar, roar."
Do they?
I told you about this before. It's like in Parliament, when a person would give a declaration, you would go here, here. But it's been done for so long that it's degraded, and now they basically say it as "roar, roar."
Yeah.
For the Skeksis, that's how it should actually be addressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, except they don't have someone there to go, "Order, order."
Well, also when they do this, they always address the person they're talking to indirectly, like my right honourable opposition, instead of speaking directly to them. So I just imagine the Chamberlain going, "My right honourable general, we shall get wasted on gelfling juice all night long."
Yeah!
I was thinking of Zardos, which that just gives me the horrible mental image of the either the Emperor or Rian going, "The penis is evil."
Penis is evil.
Huh?
Have you never seen Zardos?
No.
No.
It's one of the most famous lines from it is when the giant head that everyone worships as a god, they say, "The penis is evil."
Okay.
Seriously, just watch Zardos. It's one of the most ridiculous what the fuck movies ever, and it's got Sean Connery in the most ridiculous outfit he's ever been in his entire career.
And that's
I know of it because of the outfit.
Yeah, it's basically a thong connected to two red bandoliers that go up to a ring harness on his chest. He's got a big ponytail and an enormous handlebar mustache.
Hey, hang on.
So Rocky's just looking it up.
What? You know it's a weird. You know it's weird when the you know it's weird when the female lead is wearing a less slutty outfit.
Exactly. Yeah. I've seen so many people dressed in Halloween costumes of that outfit.
Is she awake?
It's that awkward time when you have a one-night stand and the family's way overly friendly about it. So you come downstairs in your pants, and the family says, "So, do you take marmalade or jam with your toast?"
But in this case, it's Deet waking up to find out that the boyfriend's ingratiated himself with everyone.
Yeah. Actually, no. What the line should have been was the mother going, "How do you like your eggs?" And the guy goes, "Unfertilized, thank you."
Ew.
That's a classic joke. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
This week on The Voice. Tom Jones is talking bollocks. You should be taught by Augra.
I half expect Crash Bandicoot to show up.
That's why the crystal looks so familiar.
Oh, the crystal. It does look like the crystals from Crash Bandicoot. Yeah.
Okay, I've been a fan of the Dark Crystal for years and years and years, and I just now realize it looks like a thing from one of my favorite games.
Yeah, I never realized that before, but yeah.
I feel like an idiot.
Yeah, I never realized that.
Eh.
Hello, one last time for our Dark Crystal Age of Resistance streams. We are now at the final episode.
Unfortunately.
And that makes me sad, because I've really been enjoying this series, and I'd love to see it go on further. But they only had 10 episodes, so we're at the last one. So yeah, got all this purple vein energy running through her body. So, not nice.
Yeah.
It's starting to look like a gelfling Amy Winehouse.
Oh, too soon.
Oh, it can't be too soon. It wasn't that long ago.
It was. That's why. It wasn't that long ago.
Well, it wasn't that recently, is what I meant to say.
Still.
Yeah. Poor
Yeah,
Deet.
poor-
That's actually very fitting, because the next few moments are actually a suiting up montage on both sides.
Gonna need a montage.
Gonna need a montage. Also, I love how this
Push it to the limit.
I love how this Skeksis actually has armor protecting its boa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might as well say your joke here, Rocky.
You can at least buy me dinner first.
Oh. Oh. There's like a little kid putting on his dad's clothes when he's out of the house.
Yep. King of the castle. King of the castle.
King of the castle.
No, not my favorite smoothie at my university's cafe.
Which, when I heard that, I thought he said bitch berries. Which, to be fair, considering that they were using to throw them at him and then made him run away like a little bitch, it could be a fitting term.
Yeah.
Ryan has a very close shave. Well, that close shave, but I'm talking about another particular close shave. I'll try and find a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that almost put rumors that he was Jen's dad to bed.
Yeah. And also considering
Haha, missed both my legs.
Missed both my legs!
There you go. But yeah, considering what we know about Jen's puppet in the first movie, there was certainly something for him to hit there.
Jesus.
But yeah, weirdly, he ends up predicting, the scientist ends up foreshadowing the way he dies in the movie by doing this to his slave. Which, yeah, that's how he died in the movie as well.
Yeah. And
Was
funny,
Carl-
considering this is also how the Emperor died in
Star Wars.
Return,
Exactly,
in Return of the Jedi, and Luke Skywalker is there.
Exactly, yeah. And you actually see the blood going on this little creature's face. It's very, very intense. Like, all that's missing is for the music to be going.
Yep.
Yeah.
It goes to show, less is more.
Yeah.
It's more shocking
Yeah.
to see that than the actual blood coming out of the whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
Well, he doesn't, because that's what kills him.
He uses llama flesh.
So this is almost kind of like a beam struggle from Dragon Ball Z.
Trick. It's all a trick. Someday I'll bring it all to life. I swear. I can't believe you're still saying that.
Deep used counter. It's super effective. Yes, let's just try and go back again. That face. Good God, that face.
Yeah. And Rian's just like,
Rian's just like, what the fuck is going on?
No more Miss Nicety. Yep.
That wasn't so bad.
and that's why she's not in the movie.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so the collector also dies. That means that wherever the mystics are, there's a bunch of them just popping off without warning, going, "What the hell is going on?"
No, it'd be more like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just doing the full-on sloth thing.
Yeah.
So what they're doing there is that the person's got their hand and they're taking their top fingers and moving them back over their thumb like this.
Yeah, like when Kermit makes that face.
Yeah, it's like.
Ow! That's violence in the workplace, man.
I love the way he just decides to sound like Tommy Chong for that one line.
Well, Dave Chapman used to do that voice all the time on Dick and Dom when he was playing characters, so that's how I could recognize it was him straight away.
Down from your score. Okay, these two idiots have returned now. Hang on a minute. I'm not sure this is the correct home place.
Hey! What the? Who the? What? Get out of here! Go!
It's like, I'm trying to think, like, is there a way they could explain that there is a pigeon in Thra?
It's a skeckling.
Yeah, it's a baby Skeksis.
Yeah. Do not let the scientist get his hands on it.
But yeah, so until the next time, see you later, guys. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.